hope you all have had a great week. Oh, it's only Tuesday. I hope your week is off to a great start. I am working on a project. I was working on it last night and I was thinking, oh, this would make a really good ASMR video. So here we are. I have been working on some presents for some friends, some holiday presents. And they're having a party on Friday, so trying to get these done before then. Let me show you. I'm trying to figure out like how to even show you the whole thing because there's a lot to it. So this is a stencil that my partner made for this band that our two friends are in. Well, they make up the whole band. And I really like them, and like both as a band and also as people and friends. So we are working on, well, yeah, my partner made the stencil, and he's really good at making these. We've got lots of cute little animal stencils as well. Oh, maybe I'll, I have to see if we have any aquatic creatures. I don't think we do. That's okay. These are, well, I'll show you the shirts I have actually. I think they're kind of cool on their own. So I made one last night, which is, this is for me, this is kind of a trial run, and it didn't quite turn out the way I was hoping. This is a shirt I've had since 8th grade. I realized as I was painting this, which was, 13 years ago, something like that. I don't even know. So anyway, this is quite an old shirt. I don't wear it often, but I really like the way it fits. And yeah, it's just a plain black t-shirt. So it definitely needed some embellishment. So yeah, you can see, I'll get it real up close. It's hard to see with the lighting actually this close, but I've got a candle coin that's holding my phone from falling. So yeah, let me pull it up really close there. I tried to do a layer of orange. There we go. There's like a fuzz on it. I tried to do a layer of orange underneath, and then a layer of white, and then a layer of blue. The orange didn't really show up, so I think the base layer needs to be the white. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the orange either. I think I'm going to go with this color of pink instead. It's called Brilliant Pink. I think it's going to be pretty opaque, so it's going to show up, and it's also going to be a good base for the blue, like the neon blue paint. I wish I had, well, I have like a really light blue. No, I like this dark blue because it's more aquatic, I think. And I think the pink will be good because, well, not only am I hoping, that it's going to show up, but I think also, like I see, I don't know how to paint myself really, but I model for like figure drawing classes sometimes, and I see people painting, and they use like unusual colors, like, you know, even if something looks flesh toned, they'll put little bits of blue and pink and green and in it to add some interest. And it's interesting when you look at it, you don't even necessarily notice that there's these unusual colors in it, but then when you, because it just looks normal because their skin has different colors in it, I'm sure, a blend of colors. So it adds like coolness and warmth. So anyway, I'm hoping with this, I feel like water is blue, but sometimes when the light, or it appears blue, but sometimes when the light hits it, it's also like sort of a pink. That's how I experience it anyway. So I think this will be good. I hope it will be watery, and hopefully it will show up better. So I've got 3 shirts. I'm making one for me, one for my partner, which we're gonna wear secretly under our sweater during the party. And then we have a gift. We're going to give them the stencil so they can make shirts of their own because, you know, well, they gave us a shirt, but I don't think they had a stencil, so we're hoping that this will, like, because it is a gift that my partner has, will, like, be something that they'll, oops, let me look this. There's like a plastic bag under the table. Okay, and I don't want to hit up against it anymore. And yeah, we're gonna give them each a shirt of their own as well. I don't know if it's weird to wear your own band t-shirt, but anyway, they can either wear it or just keep it like as a keepsake. So I've got 3 shirts. This is gonna be the one for my partner. It's just a plain black shirt as well. So we'll have sort of matching shirts, I guess. Except for hopefully his will be better. That's why I started with mine, because it's fine to make a mistake on my own. This one is, well, I mean, they could wear either one, but I'm intending this one for a certain person. It's got, let me see, this giraffe wearing sunglasses and uses soap. And I've had this shirt, I found it at a thrift store like years ago. I think like 8 years ago. No, probably longer than that. I think I found it, well, I probably found it in high school, maybe college. I don't know, but it doesn't fit me really very well. But I just felt like I had to buy this shirt because somebody in my life would wear it one day. And lo and behold, now is the moment. So I'm glad I've kept it all these years. Yeah, there's a lot of clothes that I'm like, oh, I kind of wish I had that still, but you can't keep everything. It's good to just let things go sometimes. So that one's gonna be tricky. Maybe what I'll do, I have to sort of plan this out. Maybe, trying to see where these words will fit best. I think I'm gonna put them, I'm trying to decide whether to go on the sleeve. No, I think that's gonna be really difficult to read. So I should stay down there and there maybe. Okay, I'm thinking of maybe like there and there, having the 2 words, or maybe there and there. I think that might be more interesting because it's kind of asymmetrical, and it will like, maybe, yeah. I have to think about that one. I'm not going to do that one yet. I need to ask for an opinion, a second opinion, that I can actually get in real time. This one, oh, I found it at a thrift store for $1.99. This one I think will fit, like, yeah, I think it's something that the other person would wear maybe. And it's got, I think this is from a book or something. This looks like, I forget his name. I want to say Eric Carle, but I don't know if that's true. It might be. I'm not exactly sure. But some children's author wrote this book about these fish, and there's one blackfish, and I don't remember anything. I think he's like, oh, I feel so lost, I don't know my place in the world, because he lives in this like school full of redfish, and he stands out. But then he discovers his place is like when they're making like a big fish formation on the back, and he's like a little spot. So he found his place, I guess. But it's still far away from other people, so I'm sure he still feels a little weird, but maybe he likes it that way. I don't know. There's some text on the back, which I think I'm gonna cover up just because I think it's gonna be a little noisy. I'm trying to decide. I might just do some really like messy needlework back there, like just like black thread, just sort of like crossing it out so it's hard to read, but it may be still slightly legible. That way it's like less visually, I think it'll be a cool design element, and I'll make it like a one-of-a-kind shirt. I mean, yeah, it already will be, but yeah, the text says, he taught them to swim close together, each in his own place, and when they learned to swim like one giant fish, he said, I'll be the eye. I think I'm actually going to leave the last part, I'll be the eye. I think that's like a cool little thing all by itself. Yeah, I like that. I need to find out what book this is from. But yeah, no, it's named, I think it starts with a P. I read this other book about him because I used to teach preschool, so I was into like children's authors. So that's a thing that I like. And my mom is a elementary school librarian also, so she talks about children's books a lot. So it's like something that I like. I think a well-written children's book can be a really powerful thing for both children and adults, because it simplifies things a little bit and reminds us of things that we forget about life, and things that we knew as children but that we kind of lose track of when we age. It's good to keep in touch with that side of yourself, whether you have children or not. I think, we all were children once, so it's a part of us. Yeah, this one I think I would just do, obviously I want the blackfish to be visible, so I'll probably put it like here. Yeah. Something like that. That one would be pretty easy to start today. Or just, I'm going to do actually this one, because, if I mess up on this one, it doesn't matter so much as, like, I want their gifts to be the best that I can do. So this will be a test of the paint. So the first thing I do, it's like 11 minutes and then I'm finally starting. But this is an ASMR video, I guess, so it's okay. I should slow down. All the ASMR artists talk really slow, but I don't talk slowly. I'm really fast most of the time. I have to slow down. Okay, here we go. This helps. It helps me slow down and focus on something. I highly recommend if you're feeling depressed or like you want something to do, just find a hobby, anything that, it's hard when you're depressed to find anything that you feel like doing, but even just like putting a pen to paper, like literally just putting a pen to paper and like drawing, like scribbling is good. Even that. Sometimes that's all you can do. So, sorry, I haven't been showing you. Okay, let me take that. Oh no, yeah, I'll take it out and show you again. So, I take this board and I just slide it up through the t-shirt, all the way up to the top of the tee, and I kind of fold the neck down, and I'm gonna make sure it's in place and it's kind of centered. It doesn't matter so much for this to be centered as long as the stencil is centered. Okay. So, I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but this is the way I do it. There's probably like things I could do to make this better that I don't even know about. And I take a little bit of masking tape. And I kind of pull the sleeve tight. Oh, this tape doesn't stick very well to the shirt. That's not the problem. So I'm going to do a couple pieces. Sorry, the camera fell. I chopped out the noise, but the visual was sort of choppy. Okay. I'm going to do one more piece. Make sure it's nice and tight. And now I'm going to do it on the other side. So now I'm sort of I folded the excess down here to pull it tight the other way, and I'm just letting it sit on top of it. So now I'm gonna tape the stencil in place. I'm gonna rip out this old tape because it's not sticky anymore. So I make sure that I'm in the center, and you might actually want to pull the collar up if you have it tucked under to check on this. So kind of line it up. If you have a tag, line it up with the tag. So mine has a little label. It's printed in here. And I'm going to put it maybe, how many inches is that? For this particular design, putting it like 5 centimeters. Well, oh, but that's the top of the stencil, not the top of the design. The O is like the middle, so I'm using the ruler to kind of line up the middle of the stencil with the middle of the label. There we go. And there's like, well, it's going to be different for everybody, so it doesn't matter how long the gap is. Well, I'll measure the gap from the stencil to the label is like 12 centimeters for this particular one. I think that'll be visually pleasing, but we'll see. And I think it's pretty straight. It's okay if it's a little wonky. I want to make sure it's really smooth across, which is easier if you've got a good level working space. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to pour my paint. So the first layer I'm going to do, I think, is white. Because I think that one's really thick, so it's a good base for the other colors. And maybe what I'll do, I think what I'm gonna do, so the problem I've been having is that any part that's not on the white basically doesn't show up. So I need to like do a primer layer of white over the whole, like what I'm doing is, like on this shirt you see it's slightly offset so both colors show, so I've been doing that, but you can't really see any of the other colors like where I did the offset, so which is kind of like part of the visual intent. So I think what I'm going to do is do the full offset, like for the 3 colors with the white, like another layer after I do this first layer. I think that's probably gonna, I'm like figuring out how to do this all by myself, so each one is a learning experience for sure. And I'm just gonna have time to do one coat because I have to let it dry, but I'll show you how I do that. And I have a little like old-timey hair dryer. It's the only one we have in the house because I have short hair. It just dries really quickly. I don't ever need to blow dry it. And I never really did anyway, even when I had long hair. I just never really cared about that, but that's just me. So yeah, I'm gonna paint and then I'm gonna start to blow dry it. So here we go. I've got this nice Tupperware lid, you know, from like a takeout container. I always have so many of those lying around the house, so it's good to use them for things. Okay, that should be plenty. This thing is a little hard to pour from. And I poured way too much last time, so a lot of it ended up going to waste, unfortunately. It just like spilled out so quickly I couldn't even control it. Okay, I just grabbed a little rag, and I make these rags from old t-shirts. I just cut them up and reuse them as napkins, Kleenex, like handkerchiefs, like wash rags, and works great. It's really cut down on our paper consumption, so I highly recommend doing that if you have like spare t-shirts lying around. Instead of donating all of them, just cut some up and you can use them for everything. Okay, here we go. I wonder if I can move this a little closer for you so you can actually see what I'm doing. Oh, okay, but it's like, have to tilt it up like that. Well, I can do that. I'll do that for you guys. You're worth it. Okay, there we go. I still have a pretty level surface. Can you see that, kind of? I can't even see what you can see because I have this, like, candle. It's holding my phone up because it's a new phone and I don't have a case for it yet. So it's really slippery. So excuse me while I adjust. I want to make sure you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, okay, that works. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to need this water close to me and this paint. And I've got 4 different brushes, but I think I'm going to use this, well, you can sort of see. I'm using this one. It's kind of small. It's got a chiseled tip, I think that's what that's called. But it's still big enough that I can get a lot of paint on there at once, which is the goal, to get as much as you can so you don't have to be constantly reapplying. So you get like a big slap of it. And then it still allows you to get some fine control so you can get the edges real well. So I found that it's the best for this. And make sure, I wasn't doing this, but make sure that you are holding down with your other hand. You're holding down on the stencil real close to where you're painting, so that way the paint isn't slipping up under the cracks. That'll give you a cleaner looking letter or stencil, whatever you're painting. Especially some of these letters, it's like really narrow, and like the A and the V are very narrow, and the R just by necessity to show what letter it is. So have to be really careful about that, because otherwise it just looks muddy. And what I do usually is I'll do maybe 3 coats of each color. So I'll paint this and then let this one should be about dry enough to add another coat anyway once I get back to it, but I might let it dry a little bit more. You have to let it dry really well, you know, before you put on another color, otherwise it'll smear, it'll blend together. So if you want it to be nice, clear, crisp lines, which I do, you have to make sure it fully dries, but between layers of the same color, it's less important. Let me straighten this out before I go any further. Yeah, if it bubbles up at all, make sure you smooth it out, because it'll just be really, it could be uneven, or, you know, when you're doing the offset, if it's not exactly the same every time, it's gonna look wobbly. And again, like, I don't mind a certain amount of that. This is a handmade shirt, but I want to do as good of a job on the stencil as I can. I don't want to intentionally make it sloppy, but I will accept the flaws. It's just necessary. You must. You can't demand perfection of yourself on these kinds of things. thinking about other things. It's very soothing. I'm an anxious person. I think I've said that before a couple times. So anything that slows me down, helps me calm down, is very much appreciated. Helps me be more prepared to do the things that I have to do. And it's worth taking the time to do because I am just way more productive that way. When I'm stressed out, I really can't get a lot of stuff done, especially the stuff that needs doing, the stuff that requires higher cognition and, ability to really just, I can do the bare necessity, but not the things that I really want to do. I'm lucky in that I can make most of my money off of things that I enjoy doing. I'm, freelance. I do a lot of different types of things. But there's a lot of stress that comes along with that. Just, there's nobody telling me to work except myself. So I have to stay motivated. I'm almost done with the first layer. If you're interested in music, you should check out this band. They're very good, and they just released a new album this last year, a couple months ago, and it's very good. So maybe I'll put their link in the description so you can find them more easily. Okay, I think what time am I at? It's like 30 minutes. I'll do one more layer and then kind of widen this up. I might only need one more layer actually because it's looking really good. I'll show you once we're done with this one. Most of the time in this is waiting. So, waiting for the paint to dry literally. So I'll probably get up and do some other things. Once this layer's done, I've got to do some laundry today, and I need to work on my website and for my work. And I need to do some other types of things on the computer that just require some thought. So I'll try to knock out one or two of those. And then I think I'm going to cook some soup a little bit later, maybe like 2 o'clock or something. It's about 11:30 right now. And I just ate a nice big snack. I had first breakfast and then I had second breakfast. I have to eat like every 2 hours because because I'm vegan, I eat lots of vegetables, which are delicious but not very high in calories, but they're filling. So I have to be constantly eating just to make sure we get enough calories during the day. So if you're trying to lose weight, plant-based diet is definitely good for that. Well, I mean, it can be. It's very possible to be vegan and still eat junk food. It does require a lot of cooking to maintain the lifestyle, I would say. But it's not hard cooking. There's lots of like one-pot meals out there. Really simple, you know. Vegetables are just so good. Beans, rice. You can do so much with just that. And you can make cheeses out of nuts and tofu. I mean, there's really a good substitute for just about everything. Well, I wouldn't say a good substitute. Maybe my taste buds are broken, but anyway, if you're trying to lose weight, I recommend it. Or just be more healthy in general. I eat so much better. I feel better too. Because I've got a lot of health problems. I've got some chronic health conditions that make life difficult, but the right diet definitely helps me. And also, like, mental health-wise, I would say, like, just feel better. Good diet and enough water. That's good medicine. I don't mean to, like, espouse my views. I know this is supposed to be relaxing, and I don't wanna get up on my soapbox and stuff. So I'm not gonna say any more about that, but hopefully nobody will be upset or like feel confronted about that. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just talking about my life. And food is a big part of it, to be honest. I love food and eating and stuff, so talk about cooking a lot. Oh yeah, I was talking about soup. I'm making a mustard green. Well, we don't have mustard greens. We couldn't find them. We found turnip greens instead. They were 99 cents a pound, so we were like, alright, I'll try them. We're gonna make turnip green soup, and we found this weird vegan ham at the Asian grocery store. It's like soy taste. I mean, the texture's very ham-like. The taste is, if you like saute it up, I would say, or like put it like in a soup like we're going to do, and it's going to soak up the broth. I think it really is quite similar in flavor to ham as I remember it. So yeah, we're making a turnip green and vegan ham soup. I just made some really good broth out of like the ends of vegetables that I save in the freezer. It's really good. It's got, I think it's got we got some ghost peppers from a friend. It's got some ghost peppers in there. Oh no, it's only got like one, like the end of it, but it's gonna be so spicy probably because of it. So I'm excited about that because I love spicy food. So yeah, we're gonna make that. It's really quick and easy, so it should be like nice little late lunch for us when we get hungry. We both work from home, so it's nice because we get to cook together a lot and hang out together all day, which is nice. But I like making these videos because I get to be away and like do something by myself for a little while. I don't know. I think it's, you know, I love spending every minute together, but a little alone time is good and healthy too, to do some self-reflection. Which these videos always are for me. It's like a good therapy session. Thanks for listening. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna blow dry it. What time am I at? It doesn't matter. ASMR videos can be as long as I want. And you don't have to listen, but maybe you're sleeping now, so you won't even care. I'm gonna peel this off. We're gonna take a look at it. Ooh. Okay. So here it is. I think it turned out really well. So I'm gonna wait for this to dry. I'm gonna break out my hair dryer and use that for like a little bit. And then later I'm gonna do it offset a little bit. I'll do the other colors on top in like stripes, like a really thin stripe of pink, and then it'll be blue on top. So it's just a little highlight. Yeah, let me get that hairdryer. Okay. This thing, I don't know how old it is. It just, it was in the house when I moved in. But it looks ancient. And it still works. It's got this like really old plug. But it just kind of broke yesterday as I was using it. It stopped turning off, so you just have to unplug it and turn it off. Getting there. Okay, I think that's good for now. And I'll let it air dry a little bit more too, because like I said, I'm gonna get up and do things after this video. I'm not gonna finish this right away, but I have all day, and probably do another layer in like a little bit. I want to cross some things off my to-do list. That always feels good. Okay. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you one more thing before finishing this video. So I told you, or I showed you last video, the hat that I was working on. I actually finished that hat. I was so excited. I started working on it really quickly, and I was so excited about finishing it that I just finished it. But I actually started on another one because I finished it so quickly. There's somebody else that I kind of wanted to give a gift to, but I wasn't sure if I would have time. So, but now I do. So I'm working on another hat. So I'll show you the finishing of that, and I'll make the pom-pom for that hat instead. But this is how the first hat turned out. I think it's pretty cute. I don't know. I don't know if I'll like it or not, but I don't know. I can't decide if I even like it or not, but it's like a houndstooth pattern, which I think turned out well. Yeah, I kind of like it. I like how the poof ball turned out. That was fun to make. I'm just nervous. It's always hard to give somebody, like, I don't know, something. But, it's warm. She wanted something warm, and it's warm. I'll try it on. I just don't know if it sits right on. I mean, I have short hair. She has long hair. I don't know. It's kind of cute. It's handmade, so there's something. Oh, but yeah, look at the inside. It's so cool when you do color working like this. The inside is all like, you can see all the threads go across. I really like how that looks. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with it. I'm just being nitpicky. Yeah, I think that's it for this video. Thanks for watching if you made it this far. Yeah, I'll be back, I don't know, I guess sometime in the next week or so, because I have to finish this hat before Christmas. Yeah, so until then, goodbye, have a great life, and I'll see you soon.